Hi, my name is Xavier Grice. I'm making this video trying to reach out, maybe to reach Ellen. I know Ellen does a lot for people. She helps a lot of people. But I know a lot of these stuff have to go viral, or some of the interns, have to see something and bring it to her attention. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get, basically trying to get publicity for my book and trying to get my second book published. Right now, I don't even have the money to do either one. One of them is published, and I don't even have a copy of it, but I have business cards. So I have a business card for it. With the places where you can get them on the back, right here. But the real reason I want to try to get this book off, I've been a correction officer for 22 years. I have a son that's in boot camp right now. I have one son that's in high school and a daughter that's 21 years old and she's working. Now, in them 22 years, I've seen a lot of kids in these streets, and I've seen some of them in prison. I worked confinement in prison for many years, and what that is, that's jail inside of jail. And back there, they pretty much locked down because they broken the rules on the compound and have to be locked up, such as fighting, different things like that. Now we have to shower these guys, so we cuff them up, take them to the shower, then we search their room to make sure they ain't got nothing smuggled in they not supposed to have. And there's one particular time, I got this, put him in the shower, went in the room, searched the room, and I seen his ID, and I looked at his ID, and seen he just had a birthday. This kid was like 16 years old in a maximum security prison, in confinement in a maximum security prison. I don't know what he did. I didn't look him up. I just can't imagine one of my sons being in prison at that age or any time in their life. So years later, I started writing my thoughts down, different things, and I got the first book published. And it's different things, along my experience through the years, going through divorce, raising a daughter, learning from you, trying to teach your kids, also learning from your kids. And I'm just basically trying to get some awareness out there, so see if we can bridge this gap with this younger generation, trying to make them understand, especially these young men, to go to school. Don't give up on your education. Don't let nobody trick you out of getting your education. Don't let nobody make you believe that prison is a passage to becoming a man, because it ain't. And that's right, I said ain't, not isn't. It ain't. And the 20-some years, I finally worked my way down to a work release. Now, that's where they're one step from getting out of prison, where they get jobs. They wear civilian clothes. So, and I try to talk to them young guys down there, get out, do right. Most of y'all young, got kids already. You got strikes against you because you've been in prison. Keep the job you got. It's hard for an average person on the street right now without an education to get a job, more or less an ex-con that got strikes to get a job. So keep your jobs when you get out. I tell them that to keep their jobs until you can find something else better. Never quit a job without having another job. Go back to school. Get your GED if you ain't got it. Take some college courses. If you don't think you need a college, go to a vocational school. Learn air conditioning, heating, plumbing, something. I say, because a lot of them, as I tell them, a lot of y'all, and I talk to them like this, a lot of y'all have missed too much time already in your kid's life. And you don't want to miss no more time. because you can't get that back. Sitting in prison eating ramen noodles and just looking crazy is stupid. So with this book, I'm trying to get more publicity for it, so I can get the second one published, so I can use the earnings for what I want to do. Is basically, if I can make enough to retire from the Department of Corrections and work full time with some of these young guys or young girls at a young age, catch them at like 10. You used to say 13, you got to catch them earlier than that now. You know, try to encourage them to get into sports. Try to encourage them, you know, even if you don't do sports, let them play sports. Even if everybody's not athletic, but put them in sports where they learn teamwork. Get some discipline, where they can carry that over into what other activity they do. Because everybody has a talent. We just need to find their talent and help them nurture their talent. So that's what I want to do with this book, for raising the money. You know, be able to take some classes, maybe finish up my degree, at least finish up to get my AA, where I can become a counselor full time and maybe get my coaching credentials where I can go ahead and coach the little kids, not the high school, little kids, you know, try to get them a foundation, work hard, you know, teamwork, get your education, no grades, no play. Some of these kids, these parents pay their registration fees and don't care what their grades is, because the coaches don't uphold no standards at the little league, at some of these little league parts. They just want them guys to play. And they parents pay the registration and let them play. And then when they get to high school and don't get their grades and realize they can't play because they ain't used to having to keep their grades up to play. They just used to playing. Get this instilled in them at a young age, even though you can't plan through registration. Your job, they did their part. Now your job is to keep your grades up, because you will need to keep your grades up in high school to play, and you will need to keep your grades up if you're lucky enough to get a scholarship to play. And if you get a scholarship in anything, you're going to have to keep your grades up. Whether it's band, if you get an art, you get a drama, you have to keep your grades up to play. And I want to get that instilled in them at a young age. We need to get back to instilling in some of these young kids at a young age manners. They need to learn manners. To this day, I have those type of manners that were instilled in me from my grandmother. When I go somewhere, whether they older than me, younger than me, if I'm in a store, somebody asks me something, whether they, like I say, older or younger, females, I address them as yes, ma'am. Give them that respect. These kids nowadays don't have no respect, and that comes from us as parents thinking we got all the sense, getting away from the way we were raised and being more lenient. And then now we looking at these children, want to know what's wrong with them. It ain't them. They didn't come out like that. We raised them like that. We let them get away with so much that now they act like that. But then we want to know what's wrong with them. It ain't them, it is us. We dropped the ball on a lot of these kids. So that's what I want to do with this book. That's what I want to do with the second book. Hopefully I can make enough money to get that rolling, because you only have a finite amount of time. And some of these, I'm trying to get away from dealing with the ones, they need help too, but dealing with the ones that's already in prison or been to prison. If I can get to the point where I can stop them from even going to prison, that is my goal. There are people and other things and programs that are there to help them when they get out of prison, numerous times for some of them, before the thing in their head, ding, 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 goes off what they want to do right. But I want to be one of the ones that gets there to them before they make those mistakes and before they go to prison. So I'm entitling this Ellen Help. Maybe you will see it, Ellen. Maybe one of your interns will see it and show this video to you. And once again, my name is Xavier Grice. I'm a correction officer. I've been a correction officer for the Department of Correction in the state of Florida for 22 years. 46 years old. Have 3 kids, 21, 19, and 15. And I'm just, trying to do the right thing with the little resources I have. I just want to know if I can get some help. And once again, you can get the books right here. The book's called Simple Thoughts. This is the cover. This is where you can get it from online. And if one of your interns want to download it on the Kindle, it's available that way, and check it out, glance through it, read it before they bring it to you. That's fine too. But like I say, all I'm doing is just trying to ask for a little help. Thank you in advance. If you watch this video, I appreciate it. Thank you.